A trembling phone lights up in the dark. A message from an unknown number reads, "Mom, it's me, from your future. Please don't make the same mistake again." Her world stops because she doesn't have a daughter. A glowing phone vibrates on Emily's bedside table as she rubs her tired eyes after another lonely, silent night of unanswered prayers. She squints at the screen, confused by the unknown number sending a message asking her to please read carefully before she panics. Her heartbeat speeds up as she sees the name "your daughter" appear in the notification, making her breath hitch in sheer disbelief. Emily stares at the message, her fingers trembling because she has never had a child and doctors told her she never could. Another message appears saying the sender knows she's scared, but begs her to remain calm and trust. This one unbelievable moment, Emily sits upright in bed, clutching the phone as the message claims to be from 15 years in the future. She whispers to herself that this must be a prank, yet something in the wording feels heartbreakingly familiar and warm. The next message describes Emily's tiny birthmark on her wrist that no stranger could ever know existed. Emily gasps as the sender shares a childhood memory Emily never told anyone, leaving her frozen in shock. She types shaky words asking who this is, desperate for an explanation that makes sense. The reply arrives saying, "Mom, it's really me, and I need your help before it's too late." Emily presses the phone to her chest, overwhelmed with an emotion she hasn't felt in years. Hope. She asks what the sender wants, bracing for an answer that could change everything about her future. The message says Emily will meet someone soon, someone she'll push away because of fear and past heartbreak. Emily's eyes fill as the message begs her not to ruin the future they both deserve by letting her fears win again. She whispers that she doesn't understand, tears wetting her pillow as she feels both terrified and strangely comforted. Another message pops up revealing the exact date Emily will meet the love of her life. The details are specific time, place, clothing too impossible for any stranger to guess or fabricate. Emily's hands shake as she scrolls, reading how her future daughter grows up brave, bright, and endlessly loving. But the tone suddenly changes. The message warning that their future almost didn't exist because Emily chose loneliness. Emily feels her heart ache as she learns that in one possible future, she never allowed herself to trust love again. She clutches her chest, realizing someone or something wants to rewrite her destiny before it's too late. A soft buzzing fills the silent room as another message arrives, urging Emily to show up tomorrow no matter what. Emily rereads every word, her soul trembling as she imagines a child calling her mom with pure affection. She stands pacing the room as she questions reality, wondering if she has finally imagined too much from loneliness. But the warmth in the messages feels real, like a familiar embrace she has longed for her entire life. She whispers that she wants to believe, even if everything about this feels impossible and unreal. As dawn breaks, Emily finally falls asleep, clutching her phone like a lifeline to a world she never imagined existed. She wakes to another message reminding her of her upcoming meeting and begging her not to let fear stop her. Emily takes a deep breath, staring at her reflection as she prepares herself for a day that could change everything. She chooses a soft dress, the exact color mentioned in the message, still unsure if she's being foolish or hopeful. Emily steps outside, feeling her heart pound like she's walking toward destiny rather than just another ordinary day. She arrives at the cafe described in the message, her stomach twisting with anticipation and disbelief. Emily's hands shake as she orders coffee, scanning every face around her, searching for something familiar. Suddenly, a stranger walks in just as the message predicted, with kind eyes and a gentle, nervous smile. Emily gasps quietly as the stranger's gaze meets hers, like an unspoken recognition flickering between them. The final message buzzes softly. That's him, Mom. Please don't walk away this time. Our future needs you. Emily freezes, overwhelmed by the weight of destiny pressing gently on her trembling heart. She watches him approach her slowly, his smile warm enough to melt the years of loneliness inside her. Emily whispers encouragement to herself, remembering the pleading words from the future echoing in her mind. He introduces himself with a voice soft and sincere, making Emily's heart beat warm for the first time in years. She feels a strange familiarity, as though she's known him from dreams she never dared to speak aloud. They talk, and every word feels effortless, like they are souls reconnecting rather than strangers meeting. Emily's phone vibrates silently with one last message. Thank you. You chose love. I can exist because of this moment. Tears fill her eyes as she realizes she may truly be shaping a future far more beautiful than her past. She grips the phone, whispering thank you to the mysterious daughter she hopes to meet someday. Emily looks at the man before her, deciding she deserves a chance at happiness after years of silent longing. The laughter fills the cafe softly, carried by a warmth Emily hasn't felt since childhood. She feels something shift inside her, like a door opening to a future she once believed impossible. As they walk together, Emily realizes destiny may have sent her a message not to scare her, but to save her. She breathes deeply, embracing the moment as hope blooms inside her chest like a long-lost miracle reborn. Emily walks beside him, each step feeling strangely destined, as though the universe is gently guiding her toward a future she once believed she'd never deserve. Her phone stays silent now, almost like her future daughter is quietly watching, hoping her mother chooses courage instead of fear. They sit on a park bench, sunlight warming their faces as conversation flows effortlessly like two souls reconnecting after lifetimes apart. Emily studies his smile, noticing how kind and safe it feels, stirring emotions she buried deep beneath years of heartbreak. He listens closely when she speaks, eyes bright with genuine interest, reminding her what it feels like to truly matter to someone. Emily feels her defenses slowly melting as warmth spreads through her chest, surprising her with how natural everything feels. She wonders if this is what her daughter meant, this quiet, gentle beginning that could rewrite everything she once thought was impossible. He shares stories from his childhood, and Emily finds herself laughing softly, feeling alive in a way she hasn't felt in years. She becomes aware of how easily she can picture him in her future, standing beside her through moments both beautiful and difficult. Emily's heart trembles as she imagines the little girl from the messages, wondering if she truly exists somewhere beyond time. A moment of silence settles between them, peaceful and comforting, as if the universe itself is exhaling with relief. Emily admits she's been scared of letting someone in, her voice barely above a whisper yet filled with raw honesty. He nods gently, assuring her that taking things slowly is okay, and that he isn't going anywhere unless she asks him to. Emily feels tears prick her eyes at his kindness, realizing how long she has waited to hear words like those. As they stand, he offers his hand, and Emily hesitates before slowly taking it, feeling sparks of something beautifully unfamiliar. The world feels different with her fingers intertwined with his, as though the future her daughter spoke of is already forming. They walk through the soft glow of sunset, shadows stretching long behind them like echoes of past choices fading away. Emily's heart beats with newfound courage as she realizes she isn't running this time, she's choosing to stay. Her phone buzzes faintly, and she checks it quickly, breath catching as she sees a single new message. I'm so proud of you, Mom. You changed everything by believing in love again. The words make her eyes fill instantly. Emily presses her hand to her mouth, overwhelmed by emotion as her heart swells with love for a child she's never met. She reads the message again, letting the warm affirmation sink deep into her soul like healing after years of silent ache. Her companion notices her tears and gently asks if she's okay, his eyes full of sincere concern that touches her deeply. Emily manages a shaky smile, whispering that she's more okay than she's been in a long time. Surprising even herself, she slides her phone into her pocket, deciding to keep the messages close to her heart, but not let them control her choices. The evening breeze carries the scent of blooming flowers, wrapping round them like a soft reminder that new beginnings can blossom unexpectedly. Emily feels an unfamiliar sense of peace, as though her past loneliness is slowly dissolving with each shared moment. They linger at a quiet corner of the park, neither wanting the night to end, savoring the growing connection between them. Emily notices how gently he looks at her, with patience rather than pressure, making her trust him more with every passing second. She finally admits she likes him, her cheeks warming as the words slip out more tenderly than she intended. His smile widens softly, assuring her he feels the same, making Emily's heart flutter like fragile wings coming back to life. They walk toward the streetlights glowing warmly, their steps matching naturally as if destiny has already paired their rhythm. Emily feels a quiet certainty settling in her chest, a sense that this moment is the beginning of a future she almost lost. Everything her daughter wrote echoes gently in her mind, reminding her that this connection is the key to the life waiting for her. He asks if he can see her again, voice filled with hopeful sincerity that makes Emily smile through her lingering tears. She says yes, feeling her entire world shift into a brighter timeline the moment the word leaves her lips. Emily's heart flutters as they exchange numbers, her hands trembling with excitement she hasn't felt in years. They say goodbye slowly, each step away filled with electric anticipation of what tomorrow might bring. Emily watches him leave, clutching her phone close to her heart, feeling warmth radiate through her soul. Her phone buzzes again, and she lifts it quickly, breath catching when she sees her daughter's name appear once more. Thank you for choosing happiness. I exist because you believed in love tonight. The words make Emily cry openly. She whispers to the night sky, promising her future daughter that she'll continue choosing courage, no matter how scared she feels. Emily heads home under the soft moonlight, feeling like her life has stepped into a new chapter filled with hope. Inside her room, she sits on her bed reading the messages again, feeling the weight of destiny resting gently on her shoulders. She whispers goodnight to her unseen daughter, imagining a little girl with bright eyes and a laugh that could warm any heart. Emily falls asleep with a peaceful smile, holding her phone as though holding a fragile bridge between today and tomorrow. Dawn breaks gently, and Emily wakes with newfound purpose, excited to experience the day instead of escaping it. She checks her phone, but finds no new messages, almost like her daughter is letting the future unfold naturally now. Emily dresses carefully, wanting to carry the same courage she found last night into the rest of her life. She steps outside with a calm heart, ready for the next chapter she once believed she'd never get to write. On her way to meet him again, she feels destiny humming softly around her, guiding her toward a brighter future. Emily spots him waiting at the cafe, his smile wide and warm like the sun finally rising inside her chest. She walks toward him confidently, no longer afraid of love, but finally ready to let it shape her life. As they greet each other, everything feels beautifully inevitable, as though the universe is rewarding her newfound courage. Emily senses her future shifting again, weaving their paths together into something resilient, tender, and deeply meaningful. Their laughter floats into the air, blending perfectly like a harmony finally completed after years of silence. She realizes she's rewriting her timeline with every brave choice she makes, step by step, moment by moment. Emily closes her eyes briefly, imagining her daughter smiling from the future, grateful for this moment of courage. The day unfolds softly around them, filled with gentle conversations and blooming affection that feels safe and destined. Emily finds herself leaning in closer, feeling their connection deepen with every tender glance exchanged. She thanks the universe silently for giving her a second chance at a life she once stopped believing she deserved. As they walk together, Emily feels hope shining brighter than her fears, a sign that her heart is finally healing. She imagines holding her daughter someday, whispering gratitude to the moment destiny intervened through a simple text. Emily realizes the message wasn't just a warning, but a gift, a doorway to a future filled with love. She breathes deeply, letting the warmth of possibility wash over her like sunlight after a long winter. Every step she takes feels aligned with a path she was always meant to walk, yet once feared too deeply to try. Emily squeezes his hand lightly, grateful for the courage that brought her to this moment of unfolding love. Her heart feels full for the first time in years, overflowing with hope, tenderness, and the promise of a future she never expected. And as they walk toward the golden horizon together, Emily knows one truth clearly: love truly can rewrite destiny.